Better.
So I'm recording the desktop right now. So what
Cool.
what we used to do is once the dynamic crop is done, I do a background
Mhm.
extraction -2. This is again depends upon the amount of gradient that you have in your data. You do a dynamic background extraction, automatic background extraction. You get a different
Mhm.
image, an ABE image. You check whether it is nice or not. You minimize the original image, and then take the next step. The next step usually what used to be is go to scripts, image analysis, and do a image solver.
Acha, okay.
The reason behind the image solving is basically solving or say plate solving that entire image to get the fits header with the RA and deck values of the image that we are trying to take. You understood that, or you want me to repeat that?
Okay. Now repeat it once again, please.
So what happens is this image that we have right now
Uh-huh.
is not plate solved. It doesn't have or it
Okay.
doesn't contain the RA and deck numbers for this
Information
image,
on it. Right.
information
Right.
on the
Right.
header, the fits header.
Uh-huh.
Now, in order to get that information, we need to solve this image.
Got it.
To
Okay.
solve the image, what we used to do is we go to script, image analysis, and do image solver. This would basically solve
Mm-hmm.
that image.
Got it. Okay.
Now, to avoid that, if you do an integration within the Pixinsight using WBPP,
Integration means stacking.
stacking,
Yes. Yeah.
it would do it by default. You don't have to do this step at all.
Okay. It'll play install by default. Got it.
That's all.
Okay. Okay.
And what you will get the direct image like this.
Got it. Okay.
I just will rename it. Once this is done, I just go to the extraction, do a two-factor, and then normalize it, discard the background, and I do a dynamic extraction of the background. I get a
Mm-hmm.
new image, right? I'll just nuke it again and basically check whether the field is flat or not. There is a gradient है या नहीं है, एक बार check कर लेता हूँ. This is a
Mm-hmm.
okay image for me right now to work with. Okay. Now what I do is I basically do an SPCC. It's called as spectroscopic color calibration. Keep it to default for now because there is no filter involved here. This is broadband image. I'm keeping it to default. Just drag and drop it. Simple.
Okay.
It will correct the colors or do a basic correction on the colors. This is our base image. Now this is still in
Got it.
linear. This is still in linear. This is not a stretched image.
Not placed yet. Mm-hmm.
So this is how the image is right now. Now the next step I want to do is I want to stretch the image. Okay. Now usually there are two methods of doing it. I do a histogram transformation, select my image, open the preview, do the stretch manually. Okay.
Okay.
Do the stretch manually and get my data out. This one I leave it to you guys because this is everybody has their own artistic expression on this.
Right.
So this is how my stretched image is right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is Hari your data only. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or what I do is I have a script for this. I go to easy processing suite and do a soft stretch from there. Gives me a similar kind of result. Now comes the tricky part. Abhi kya hai, once you have your stretched image, usually we call it a day here, do a curves transformation, do a saturation, and then say
Correct.
this is done and get out of it. Right? In order to get the colors of the stars right and get the rest of the galaxy's colors right, what we do right now is I do a luminance extraction from this image. So you see this button which says extract luminance.
Mm-hmm.
Extract CIEL component. So that is extracting the luminance component out of the image itself, out of the RGB image. I click on that, it does the magic and gets the luminance out. I'll just keep this aside for now. Okay. This is my image. Now what I do next is I go to process, go to etc. and do a star net and create a star mask. Drag and drop, StarNet would basically separate the stars from the galaxy and gives me a normal a stars only field image or a mask. Just take a couple of seconds for this. Susha, StarNet at the fast nadustunda.
Yeah.
So you have got the star mask. Now this is just the galaxies, this is just the stars. Okay? What I do, I don't need the galaxies right now, I'm removing it. Now this is my star field. This is my chain, the original image. I don't need that.
Right.
What I do is
you have to apply the mask there. Eh?
I'll have to apply the mask on this. So I just have to hold this and drag and drop it here. Now the mask is applied. Okay. The mask, what exactly it's doing is, it's only allowing me to correct the stars, not the background. It's not just the stars, not the background. It's keeping the background not touched right now. It's only looking at the stars. Now I can go to curves transformation, open up a preview, and I can go to saturation and bump up the saturation on the stars. Do it couple of times. Now you will see the difference. The stars are color coming out different.
Yeah, the reddish in places.
Correct. They're reddish, orangish, bluish. You will see all those colors come out now. Okay, I'm okay with the star color right now. I don't want to make any changes. I'm done with it. I can close out the star mask. Now if you look at the image, the stars are a bit saturated and you have star colors come out as well. See this? Now I know it's not a complete image yet. We need to work on it a bit more because the SPF value is still not set yet. We need to correct that, make the stars rounder as well. Okay, but you see there's slight galaxies also showing up right now, colorized.
Right.
Now the next step I'll do is I'll do what called as a range selection, where I need to correct the galaxies itself. In order to do that, I go to process, go to all processes, and I have range selection here. Open up range selection and open a preview. This is a white image right now, but if you adjust the lower value, you'll only cover the galaxies now. You see this? Now I can only have the mask for the galaxies. That looks enough, and I'll smooth it out a bit and also do a fuzziness on it. Okay, that's look a good mask for me just for the galaxies. I'll apply it, close the preview. I have the mask right now. Close this as well.
No, same story. You apply the mask there.
Apply the mask there. Minimize this. Open up your curves transformation. Open up a preview. Now, if you bump the saturation, it will only saturate the galaxy itself. See, the saturation is only being applied to the galaxies.
Right.
I think that is more than enough. I'm happy with this. So I'll close out this. Now my image is base is done. I can see some detailed in the galaxies, some dust lanes in the galaxy. See that?
Yeah.
Now this is my baseline. I have everything ready for the next step. What I do right now is that if I see any major changes in terms of the background being a bit on the higher side or anything, what I do is I do a background neutralization and also get my green out of it, SENR. Looks a bit different, right? Now
that is in relation.
But if you don't like it, go back. This is enough for me.
Well, it's with the greens.
With the greens, usually what happens is that जब ये SPCC करते हैं, it does a green extraction automatically.
Okay.
Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. But usually when it happens, you see that difference in color once it's done.
Right.
Now once you have this image done, the next step is just putting the noise exterminator in. This would take another 2 minutes. This I need to accelerate, noise exterminator, I need to accelerate it by GPU. Right now it's running on CPU only.
Okay.
Okay.
And even then it's faster. Okay, noise is gone. The image is much cleaner right now. Right?
Right.
Now, next step is I'll do a blur exterminator, but I'll change some parameters on the blur exterminator. If you look at it, by default values, blur exterminator does a lot of sharpening. Okay. I don't want a lot of sharpening here because that will automatically sharpen the. I'll show you 1 second. Let me just apply this, the default value. ये थोड़ा time लेगा. Blur exterminator is a bit slower.
So Sajay, you have this thing, blur and noise.
I didn't get that. Harry, what's that?
No, did you buy these two? So blur exterminator and noise.
No, I don't think. No, we haven't bought the Pixinsight. No, not yet.
Okay.
We bought it. So
Yeah.
Oh, you guys finally bought it? Yeah, I asked you guys to share, man.
we cannot. It cannot be shared.
Within 2 or 3 of a group? No?
Nope.
Okay.
Pixinsight cannot be
Alright.
shared. It's an individual license to address to your Mac, say the Mac address.
Single machine.
Single.
Acha, okay. Got it. No, that's okay then.
Okay, noise and blur are done. Your image is final right now. You see the distance.
And noise and blur are as expensive as Pixinsight, by the way.
Oh, is it? Oh, they are separate?
They're separate.
Oh, okay.
Now this image is done.
150 bucks.
The only thing I would see right now is I need to get the. You see that magenta colors around the stars? That can be taken off. So what I can do is I'll go to scripts, utilities, correct magenta stars, execute this script. The stars are corrected right now.
Oh, correct magenta stars is there, right?
Now,
The scripts have to download separately, or like I don't know. Maybe I have to update and check once.
so easy
You
processing.
need to download.
Easy
Yeah,
processing.
yeah.
You need to download. Noise
Okay.
exterminator and blur exterminator
And
are
blur-
additions.
You need
Yeah,
to buy.
yeah,
Once you
Yeah.
have your Pixinsight, bhai, क्या बोलता हूँ? You go to the manage repositories and check if all of these are there.
Okay. Yeah. I'm doing that.